So I'm making this video with the people in mind that I know that really think impeachment is damning. They think impeachment will change the political trajectory of our country. They think public opinion is moving more towards wanting to impeach and remove the president because it's simply not the reality we're living in. It seems great to talk about that in our inner circles and to think that our next election will be a typical fight for moderate voters, a typical fight for what's right about America, when in reality, we're in an extremely divided country. People are stuck in whatever ideology they are adapted to. The communications era we live in allows people to get any information they need, sometimes too much information. And overall, people are decided. They know in their own heads if they like Donald Trump or hate Donald Trump. When you're looking at moderate voters, that's only about 5% of the electorate as it stands right now. So we're pretty divided evenly down the middle, liking Trump and hating Trump. So the next election will likely be a battle on the ground to see who can get their base out more, Democrats or Republicans. Now, the one strategy that the Democrats want to try is the Joe Biden, the Amy Klobuchar strategy, where you try to get the moderate voters, fight for the middle. But there is no middle. People are stuck in their own opinions. People have it decided already. If you're not already against Donald Trump, chances are you're never going to be against Donald Trump. We need people, we need politicians, we need a Democratic presidential candidate who will be able to motivate, energize a base, energize supporters, energize the grassroots movements, energize volunteers to get more people out. We need to beat Trump at his own game. We need to beat Trump on the ground. He's going to get people out, especially with this impeachment process. It's firing up his base, firing up his fundraising, firing up his supporters. We need someone leading the Democratic Party who can lead the Democratic Party, even if you don't agree with them ideologically. If your number one goal is getting Trump out of office, your current strategy probably will not work, and the facts say so. Now, if you look at impeachment polling of people who support or oppose impeachment in the past couple months, this overall graph right here shows you that we already started off at a point where most of the country wanted him impeached because people hated Donald Trump. They wanted him impeached the day after Donald Trump got inaugurated. And I mean, it's true. It's not just a political talking point. People did want him out of the office. People hate Donald Trump. And I hate Donald Trump. But that's not the point. So we already had default support against Trump. And what happened as the impeachment process went on, people got tired. People got sick of hearing this new information, this new info that was supposed to be damning, but really told us nothing new. And the impeachment process is surrounded around an issue concerning possible corruption by Joe Biden. I know you're going to say it's not really corruption, whatever. His son on the energy board doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what reality is. It matters what perception is. Perception matters more. And the perception could be that Donald Trump was trying to root out corruption. Even if that's not the perception, it looks like the Democrats are just bringing out this long process. They know they're going to lose, exhausting Americans. And as time went on, October, November, December, look, the approval for getting Donald Trump out of office has dipped. The averages of every poll, the total accumulation of the polling, is usually how we find a pretty accurate response, because polls will go up and down depending on their methodology, sample sizes, and margins of error. Stats lie. But when you look at the averages, a majority of the country doesn't want Trump removed. It's just how it is. And we're not going to change it. We can look up here at the different polls that found that people did not want him removed. The polls that do want him removed are Politico, Monmouth, and CNN. The other polls, Gallup is the most trusted polling. NPR, PBS, Quinnipiac. Those polls are the polls that say no. And Gallup's was +5 no. That's a big margin. So overall, the spread is +1, basically, for no. And that's not enough to get Donald Trump out of this office, because the Republicans against Donald Trump right now, they need to be forced by public opinion to get him out of there. This isn't like Nixon. This isn't where some type of tape comes out. And I bet if a tape came out like what happened in the Watergate scandal, no one would care. It's just how politics is right now. We have to fight Trump on the ground. And again, people aren't going to change their minds. A poll just came out here. It says that three-fourths of Americans say that impeachment processes will no longer change their opinion on if Donald Trump should be removed from office. The rest of the people are extremely apolitical and don't pay attention enough and don't have enough information to make a good decision. So that tells us people are not going to change their minds about impeachment no matter what is said. No matter what is said. And what the impeachment is founded upon is not Donald Trump taking money from foreign governments. It's not some type of Trump corruption with another country. It's Trump withholding military aid from a country, and it involves Joe Biden and his son. And Joe Biden's son, I know this is normal in politics, but his son did get that position because of his dad. And it doesn't matter what you think, it matters how it looks to people. And people are apolitical. The non-informed voter will change and sway the election. So this is just my message over the facts right now. And again, the facts may change. It may change. But right now, this is the situation we're in. And this is the situation we have to deal with. And moving on to 2020, I hope you consider that when you decide who to vote for and who to support and endorse as this season, this campaign season, this election cycle heats up.